Jonathan, thanks. Tonight, a small town about 100 miles northeast of Phoenix is cleaning up after a historic tornado.
The National Weather Service confirms an EF1 twister struck Star Valley earlier today, damaging some homes. And that is where we find 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra with a look at the damage.
This is the street where the tornado touched down. Nearly every home on Quail Hollow Drive is damaged in some capacity, whether a blown out window or the roof completely torn off. I talked to people who were home at the time, and they say it was unlike anything they've heard or seen before.
Sometimes you just have an instinct.
People living along Quail Hollow Drive in Star Valley could hear it in the wind.
Like glass breaking, somebody turning metal around.
And they could feel it in their homes.
The house just started shaking.
That foreign feeling was an EF1 tornado touching down in a place it's never been before.
Today is a history day. This is the first time that a tornado has ever been documented in the Star Valley or Payson area.
The National Weather Service says the tornado traveled about 100 yards at 95 to 105 miles per hour.
It literally took about 1.5 to 2 minutes for this to happen. As the tornado or the funnel cloud hit the ground and started doing the damage, it did go back up in the air a couple of times and back down.
And when it was over,
I looked out the front window and I was like, my porch is gone.
Debris from trees, homes, and cars was sprinkled throughout the neighborhood.
I still haven't found the roof to the porch.
The tornado damaged about 20 homes to varying degrees.
Several homes are uninhabitable. Many of them have roof damage, some of them just minor damage.
Fire officials say there were no injuries, something the neighborhood says they're thankful for since a tornado was the last thing anyone was expecting.
Since this is an anomaly, first time, we hope it may be the last time, but you never know. You try to prepare for as many things as you can. I don't think you can prepare for everything.
The Red Cross is also out here helping about 10 to 15 people. There was a number of crews on this street trying to repair some of the homes. They say they'll come back in the morning when it's light out again. Reporting in Star Valley, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
That damage is pretty incredible. So what did that storm look like on radar?
Meteorologist Ginger Jeffries is here with a look. Ginger?
You know, when we're trying to see where a tornado's formation is happening in the radar, what you're really looking for is that hook. So again, this is just a little east of Payson. The area that I really want you to focus on is this area because, again, we're looking for that rotation or that potential hook. What that hook indicates is that we've got rotation in the atmosphere. The rotation in the atmosphere then forms that funnel that comes out of the sky and reaches the ground. If it doesn't reach the ground, of course, we know that's just a dust devil. But this storm, because it was only 10 minutes long, I'm trying to really slow down this radar, and you can begin to see a hook form. You can begin to see kind of that rotation. Again, you're looking just a little east of Payson, where you can also see some snow forming. Again, I know that I'm really trying to slow this down. There's the hook. And now it's going to go away. A little faster model of it. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but as it goes, you're going to see how quick this storm developed and then broke apart. So a couple of details that I want to let you know about this tornado. This was an EF1, so 95 to 105 miles an hour. The duration of the storm, well, it started at 9:39 a.m. and dissipated by 9:49 a.m. It lasted for about 1.4 miles and ran 100 yards. So how often do we see tornadoes? We have less than 300 documented statewide. We are not in the top 10 fewest states to see tornadoes. In fact, the states that have never had a documented tornado are Alaska, Rhode Island, and D.C. What does this mean for our weather for the rest of the week? I'll talk about that coming up in a couple of minutes. Over to you.
All right, Ginger. Still ahead.